excited to talk to you today. I enjoyed the film. What is the call like when you get asked to join the Marvel Universe?
It's I mean it's very weird, because you get a call and it's like this director, Kate Shortland, wants to meet you and talk about a project. I didn't even really know what it was. And then I sat down with her and she said, like, we don't know. I was like, well, and then she gave the pitch about the character, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it was kind of stunned. It's a big dream come true. Really is a big dream come true. And usually in those moments I don't have the reaction of joy and crying. I just am sort of stunned. That was my reaction.
Alexi is a great character. For you, what was the sticking point or what excites you about bringing him to the screen?
I mean, I love the fact that we meet him not at his prime. Like so many of these superheroes, we see Iron Man when he can really fight, and Captain America, he comes up through the ranks, it's his origin stuff. And for Alexi, we skip all that bit. We meet him kind of in the beginning, we skip all that, and we meet him like, past his prime, but still with an incredible heart and an incredible spirit behind what he wants to achieve. So we see him having made these bad decisions, messed up in various ways, and then you watch him kind of go on this journey of somewhat redemption and somewhat sort of desperation, but I really liked that. It felt very unique to me, and the character itself felt very unique. That's what I really liked about it.
And I love the comedy that was sprinkled in. Amazing. So on top of the normal things that you deal with when you're joining a project, this obviously has a ton of action. So I want to know for you, what was the training process like, and how does that balance when you're also, acting? Because this is high level. You guys are intense.
Yeah, it was miserable, I have to say. I mean, like, I'm not good at it. That's the only problem. Like, I started off this movie, and when I got there, in the first, one of my favorite shots in the movie is I'm running out into the thing. I think it's in slow mo, and that, like, we see my belly just spinning around, like, independently of my own body. I was like 275, I think, when we started the movie. I was huge, and so my knees were bad. I mean, the whole thing was, I was not in the shape to do this stuff. And they started out, we were doing boxing and doing Russian sambo and flips and lots of stuff. And you get as good as you can, but then you try to convince the stunt guy to get in as much as possible. So you get as good as you can, but it's just always going to be hard, because I'm not a natural sort of, my discipline is always acting. So it's always been like language and psychology that I can pick up very quickly, but physical choreography and that sort of thing, I'm just not adept like an athlete or like a dancer. And so it's always, the training is brutal, but you see it put together and you're like, wow, it's incredible what they can do, and with those few shots of my face.